Hello, everyone, and welcome to another rousing Sundays edition of Play to the Plants. And boy, do we have a special one for you today. I'm going to start off with a quick bong rip here, as always. Terrific. All right. Well, we are in the studio today with Amanda Shea, and I'm so excited for this one. She is a hell of a person. It's going to be a great little show. I hope you're all tuning in. And Amanda, take it away.
Thanks, Zach. I'm at Play to the Plants, y'all. Can y'all believe this? First of all, can we just talk about the ambiance in here? I feel like I made it. Like, mama. I made it, mama. I made it. First of all, like, anybody who knows me knows plants is my thing. Like, my house has 103, because I just bought one the other day. So 103 plants. Yes. You have... Wow. Oh, wow.
A lot of plants.
I love how you just did that. Feeling that. I'm so okay, sorry. I'm talking to people on the other side, y'all can't see. But yeah, 103 plants. It's probably more than what one human being should probably have, but we don't pay attention to any of that. I'm just happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. This is
so
awesome.
Happy to be here.
Hell yeah.
I'm kind of nervous because I'm so happy to be here.
Well, that's cool. We're happy to have you.
Thanks, Zach. Hey, y'all. Are y'all tuning in? Share this video to everywhere and anywhere. I'm going to get started really, really soon. Zach, whenever
Go for it, girl.
Away.
You kill it.
Take it away.
Take it away.
Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, so my name is Amanda Shea. And I'm going to keep looking at this camera because I can see myself. And that way I feel like I'm talking to the audience. Okay, cool. I usually start off my sets with God's gift to Earth. But today, because more than one person has said to me, yo, your skate videos, bro, like you be skating. So I wrote like a little poem to my skates. I had to. So here it goes. I love my skates. Been 15 years since we united. I skate alone, so no one is invited. Okay, sometimes. I've been designated to go against the grain. In due time, unlocking a new character who's healed. Gratitude to these wheels. Vagabond, product of an orphan child. These paved roads made me realize how worthwhile doing you can really feel great. God damn, I love these skates. So that's my ode to my skates. Most people think like it's a layup to something. I have no rollout, but there is no rollout with the skate videos. I just love skating, and I used to be a gymnast, as I say in a lot of my other pieces. So like athleticism and just making sure that I'm out there doing my thing, that's just a thing. It has nothing to do with my creativity as an artist, but I'm glad that y'all are putting that together for yourselves. Cool. I am going to start with God's gift to Earth. Shout out my guy Photo for having me on this track. It's absolutely amazing. If y'all can, go run that up. Photo and Friends Volume 3. This is called, they call it Butter. We don't believe it's butter. I'm sorry. We don't believe it's butter. And that's cute because like shea butter, you know. It goes, God's gift to Earth. Gift of Gab, God's plan. The natural ability to unapologetically tell my truths, my journey. No matter how ugly, my light shines through. Padded walls encased, protect me from imposters, the syndrome I suffer from. Ancestors are like, bruh. Whispering encouragement through the leaves of our roots. Words are spells, generational curses. I'm cursing every day to declare my own testimony. Gospel. Welcome to my congregation, where my pen draws out all my traumas. No need to pull me into the pulpit. I pen my own liberation to help my brothers and sisters heal. Yeah, it's written, destined, God's gift, one of the greatest blessings on earth. So that's God's gift to Earth. It basically just talks about like, yes, with the snaps. Y'all know. That's just like an ode to my craft. Shout out to Photo because I had never thought poetry was my God's gift. And it's actually morphed into more than that for me. It's not just poetry for me. I feel like it's just being a creative and being able to amplify your voice and talk about situations that you've been through, things that you see that go on around you, and being able to just talk about that openly without any fear of judgment or criticism. That's what I feel like my God's gift to earth is to continue to highlight and amplify my voice at all times and never stay silent. So I'm gonna do, it's so cool because, fun fact, I never plan my sets. I don't know if anybody can notice that. I don't know, but I always try to go with like what the vibe is in the room. I think every space provides like a different vibe and a different just aura. And I feel like if we ground ourselves in that space at that time and really just do what speaks to us in that moment, I don't know, for me, that's the most authentic I can possibly be. So if I'm like, I don't know, and my transitions are trash, it's really just because I'm trying to feel what the energy needs in the space. And for me, I think I'm going to do body next because I talk about being a gymnast in that. So here's body. I used to love my body. Flexible like the air of my sign, lightweight, I could hold myself up, back bends, front flips, my inner animal soared until I lost an ovary. Felt like I was no longer woman, mother. She birthed my sister at 35. My sis said no more. Before then, surgical tongues. Wish it were only a cavity to fill this hurts. Losing a piece of myself, trying to find the peace in it. Thought it was over. Now my neck, carried weight of men wedlock, almost broke me. My vertebrae is no longer straight like my gender non-binary. Contortionists don't conform. I was a gymnast. Flew over obstacles. I balanced light beams. My disc skipped somewhere. Nerves pinched. Blood clots form pretty little circles. This ring around my finger reminds me it burns. When I lift my hands to the sky, the right goes numb. Down to my pointed finger. Childhood, I sucked my thumb. Instinct knew I'd missed the feeling surgery again. Every time there's a risk. Every time there's a risk. Tired of looking down tunnels. I can't scream. My voice is an echo. Etched in my mind. I used to hate the sound, but now I grasp it. Capture every inflection. My lungs collapse at the image of me yelling. I'm mad. I'm hurt. I'm pissed. Why is it so dark? I loathe the light. It teases me, tells me to look within myself while doctors are steady taking away body parts, examining the damaged goods. Always a spectacle. I need a miracle. God's plan. This body feels unfinished. How can I, as a Black queer woman, feel whole? That's body. Yes to the snaps. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing out there on live? Y'all chilling? Y'all cool? Get in the chat. Be all in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me know what's going on. Send me a DM, a screenshot, whatever. Let me know that you're tuning in. I love all y'all. I think my next piece I'm going to do is resilience because that's becoming like one of my favorite pieces. I typically don't have like favorite poems. Again, it's what I feel, but I feel like resilience, unfortunately and fortunately, stands the test of time about just how strong Black and brown women have to constantly be in day-to-day life. And it's really unfortunate that when we ask them how they're doing, most of the time our reply is like, I'm fine. And I realize that I say that as a defense mechanism because I don't want to just put all my stuff on someone. I'm finding more and more that we don't ask for consent for conversations. And I find that that can be trauma-filled too. So when I'm unleashing and venting onto anybody else, I don't know how I'm triggering them or making them feel something within that conversation. So I think with me for resilience, it means to constantly just be up against obstacles and just keep persevering. So this goes out to all of the mothers out there, Elijah McCain's mother especially, because when I heard the news, or I should say rather saw the news of his death on social media, all I kept thinking was, my son's that age. My youngest son is that age. And again, resilience resonated for me. So this is called Resilience. Now many men, many men wish death upon me. Have mercy on me. Now many men, many men wish death upon me. Have mercy on me. The saying goes, when the tough get going, the going get tough. Must not have met my mother. The scars she bears are invisible. Only those with the third eye could see. You see, her body is strong, agile, but weakened by her experiences. Black and brown women are to only be strong. No complaints. No check-ins, only checkups to ensure the body is intact. Heavy the head who wears the crown, but I see it slipping. Weight on her shoulder, she carries worlds around. We simply orbit in her universe, even when she's lost in her own space. Who will carry her burdens? I mean, her anger, her depression, her anxiety, her bipolar, her wallet. She don't need no partner, but society's price tags tells her different stories. Fairy tales unbeknownst to her, for she's a dollar in a dream mentality. Don't worry, I got this swag. I can do bad all by myself. No 2 cents to rub together, but she rubbed out meals. Who will nourish her soul? It's tired, been beaten, but not by life, by family who cast her away, didn't want to help her rewrite her wrongs, running away from generational trauma. She's out of breath. Panic attacks her nervous system. Like a baby she birthed, she self-soothes. Resilient. Black and brown women overcome so many obstacles, and when asked, how are you? They reply. Elijah's mom replies. Sandra's mom replies. George's mom replies. My mother replies. I reply, I'm fine. Now many men, many men wish death upon me. Have mercy on me. On us. That's resilience, y'all. I love this. I snap for myself. Is that too much? Like, this is so much fun. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all good? How's the people in? Yeah, y'all good? Good. I want to actually do something new. I literally just wrote this 2 days ago, and honestly, I think for me, the space that I'm in, it's been a very emotional day. We are in retrograde. We are also in Cancer season. And we also just had like the last strawberry moon of 2021 that happened to be in Capricorn. So for those who do not know astrology, that's a lot going on at once. And I'm an Aquarius, a rising Cancer. I don't like to name that, but it's the truth. And my moon sign is Aries. So I'm just all over the place. So it's been a very emotional day. But the one thing I think Spirit keeps saying very loud, yes, I can hear you now, yes, is to not be afraid to, even when we don't perfect things, or they're not like perfected for performance, that sometimes like we shouldn't pay attention to all of that because we still need to get it out, right? And like also, sometimes people love like your unperfected thing. Like it is a thing. So I'm just trying to step into sharing all of the process, not just when it's perfected, not when I just have the production set, not when I have just a set list and everything is going and I have a full band. It's like literally when I have pieces of things that I want to put together and I want to talk about. And this is one of them. So yeah, this is new shit. Can we say new shit? Yeah, new shit. That's what we say in the poetry world. For those who don't know, when somebody's spitting new shit, you say new shit. And if it's like PG-13, we say new-ish. we still get the vibe. We still get the vibe. Yeah, so this isn't finished. I'm kind of like, anxiety is real. But I'm going to spit it anyways. Also, for those who don't know, I am not a vocalist. People have been asking me to sing with them. I don't sing. I appreciate the compliment, but I do have a vocal trainer. Just hired sis literally last week, so we're working on it. But I'm loving again that y'all love the imperfected or unperfected things. So I love that. Thank y'all. This has no title because it's new. And I'm not even sure really what it was about, but we just gonna spit it because maybe it'll give me some encouragement to finish it because it's not finished. That I do know. I used to talk fast, loud. My grandmama blamed it on northern upbringing. I blame it on neglect. Not like the abuse kind where you'd get hit for no good reason or for cutting an eyeball. Nah, it was abandonment, lack of attention, and the constant now go on and mind your business child neglect. Being the oldest, I was left with responsibilities I was too small to fully accept. I was my brother's keeper. My mom couldn't keep her habit in check for even one day. I spent days in my room, getting lost with my best friends, novels, and lined paper. I'd practice my handwriting all the time, cursive, the perfect curve for each letter. It fascinated me how my pen could draw out my trauma but couldn't bleed out my pain. I'd practice syllables and enunciation. I couldn't break down what I was going through, never mind pronounce it. Still too young to communicate what I had to see, so I let it float around in my mind till I caught it, compartmentalized it, until I had my first child. I wasn't prepared. That's what they always say. You're never prepared for when you have children. My mama said, ain't no one else gonna take care of that baby but you. I knew that was a lie, since I had been raising both of us for years. But I knew I'd have to fend for myself, the same way motherless children do. Wait, I digress. My son was the highlight that omits near my shadowy past. Who knew generational curses trickled down like tears? I swore to myself I'd be better than the parents I knew. Thought going against the grain would be good for growth. Or maybe I just didn't know how to tend to gardens. And that's all I got. That's new shit, y'all. I don't know what it's gonna be called, but it's new shit. I can't believe I just read that out loud. I literally wrote that, like, I could tell you. What's today? So I lied. It was 5 days ago, but still 5 days ago, June 22nd. Yeah, wow. Cool. So I'm going to read social media next. I actually created this piece when we were in quarantine. It kind of sucked because quarantine allowed, first of all, I've never felt loneliness until COVID, if that makes sense. I'm never alone. I have children, but I felt alone. And even with the world opening back up, I still feel this really heavy weight of feeling lonely, even though I'm surrounded by so many people. Social media was I feel the holy grail in that time, because we were able to still catch up and keep in touch with everybody, still video chat people. For those of us who don't own iPhones, I don't FaceTime. I have Android, team Android. I'm not changing. I'm just saying, yes, I see people raising. Thank you for those of you. Appreciate y'all. So no, I don't FaceTime, but I IG time. You can actually, okay, so, but on a serious note, social media also allowed for things to just pull up on you, and you don't even have any kind of time to be no, wait, stop, I don't want to see that. So yeah, this was kind of my situation, my relationship with social media through quarantine. So I put it in a poem because that's what poets do. We write. So here's social media. And for those who know, yes, I'm adding on to the videos that I've been doing on YouTube, where I'm translating the poems into film. And this is going to be the next one. I wasn't going to tell y'all, but I'm telling y'all today. So this is social media. Social media traps. Got you losing reality, didn't subscribe to desensitization, confusion, fake news, and all these comments. How do I cancel it? Before it cancels me, I thought this was a tool. Instead, I'm being drilled, picked at and screwed over my thought images in my image. When did this become high school? Snubbed for prom queen, the snob always wins, subbed in statuses. I remember the bathroom stalls marked up. Now it's bodies. Not like the subways in Harlem, actual bodies. Everyone want to be a Barb and join a team. I still have PTSD. Watching George Floyd's death changed me, triggered me. How many triggers can be pulled without having to count the bullets? Brianna can't tell us. The neighbor's walls speak louder than her voice. Another black human silenced in the dead of night. Protect black women is a hashtag we are conditioned to put a pound sign on tragedies. Maybe it should be a stop sign. Bright red so it can be read and not just seen, but we read people for filth. Full of negativity, I'm questioning myself. My vibration is low, too slow to tap in on the bigger picture. Waves of hate can penetrate even the deepest of waters with a 30-second soundbite. Click, then debate. It's faster than a chamber. Why aren't these monitored? How long is a Facebook jail sentence anyway? Is this reality or a social experiment? A play of sorts where you can be whatever character while being judged on your character. I hate it in this world. I lucid dream often, traveling vividly, opening portals that allow me to feel safe where accountability and evolution meet. The dark web doesn't lurk here. It's too busy trafficking children and women in this realm. I'm surrounded by my own shadows. We don't play games, we go hard at work to build capes so big made of Teflon, no cap. Shells would bounce off. No puncture wounds or sharpened tongues could pierce me. I'd be at peace instead of overthinking about content. I'd be content with self. My emotions couldn't be altered by the pretentious constructs of how to be, live, and breathe. Competition and comparisons creates division, though. Common denominators, calling people out instead of calling them in. DMs replaces conversations, no need to be direct. No desire to hit someone's line. People blogging, gossiping, rumors, unhealthy consumption, adopting trends that lose weight, momentum dies. But not suicidal thoughts. Constant battles, turmoil. From turning to devices, addicted, it's a vice that releases hormones that causes the body to react in pleasure. Twitter fingers racing like heartbeats, perpetuating ideologies of a system set up to destroy confidence and feelings. And guess what? It all comes at a price. You can't buy self-esteem for an ad or an app. But if you show ID, you can be verified. Blue check marks is your validation, unlocking it. All of us have super egos. We got to keep our egos balanced, take breaks, and fast. That's social media, y'all. And that's my time. Yes. So and good. We did that. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you to Play to the Plans. Y'all can follow me at the screen below. You can see my logo and my website. I'm gonna be chilling though, cause I'm gonna be chilling. Got a couple
of questions.
Yes, I got a couple of answers.
Excellent. Yes. Well, yes, I gotta stop and say that was absolutely phenomenal. So powerful and just amazing words.
Thank you.
And
I'm a blush.
Got some blushing up here in the Play of the Plan studio. That's great. No, just so good. I gotta ask a few questions here. So, where is your favorite place to write in the city?
Ooh.
Where do you get influence from?
Anywhere outside.
Really? Anywhere? I see you on Instagram with the skating.
Outside.
Big rollerblade, that's good.
But roller skating.
Sorry, not blading.
Not because I'll get you. I will come get you. No, roller skating. But I honestly don't even write when I'm roller skating. It's more like just clear my head. But I do realize there's one real place that I love to write, and I don't know if this is an artist thing, but the car.
The car, okay.
The car. Long trips. When you're on long road trips, it'd be amazing what can come to your head. The only thing I don't like about coming up with new stuff or even just writing in the car is because obviously I'm driving most of the time. So it'd be kind of cool to get a driver Anybody?
Hey.
And I could just chill in the back seat. It could be my car. We'll use my mileage. We'll use my gas. And like, I'll just chill in the back seat while y'all just like roll around and I can just like write. But anywhere really outdoors is like my Zen place.
That's what's up. Hey, you hear here first. Check Indeed jobs coming up because Amanda Shea needs a driver, folks.
I need a driver. Not an Uber, not a Lyft, a driver.
That's great.
A chauffeur.
All right, I'm going to change gears here a little bit, take a little bit more serious here. So, Boston's kind of known to have a bit of a shitty image when it comes to like racism and all this stuff.
Yep.
Now, do you see these days like any changes? Do you see anything like? Do you see the city making any moves here? What can we do to help this? You know, like I hate it so much. I really do. So.
I think I'm a transplant.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people don't know that. They think that I'm from Boston, but I'm actually not. I am considered a transplant. I moved here 15 years ago. What I have seen is progress. What I have seen is nonprofit organizations and artists like coming together and really just demanding space and taking up space. I do see that happening. We are becoming super progressive in that way. There's so many organizations out there doing the work. It will literally take me all night to name them, but just a few to name off the top of my head that I know are BAMS Fest, Dunamis, Arts Connect International, Mass Poetry. Oh my gosh. I know I'm forgetting so many and I'm so sorry, but those are just to like name a few where I feel like they're demanding space, taking space. I think we still have a lot of work to do. I think once institutions realize that we have been faced, and I think Boston at this point, it's kind of hard not to know that there's there's institutionalized racism that it has proceeded from way back that we need to change. And I think that with our new mayor and with the organizations, some of the organizations that I've named and so many more that are doing the work, I think we're going to get there sooner rather than later. I think we've made tremendous strides for sure.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yes.
That puts a smile on my face.
Yes.
That's great.
I mean, I can't talk about Nahant, but I can talk about Boston.
Yeah, I can't talk about.
I'll talk about Boston.
That's great. That's great. Well, here let's start to wrap this up. It's getting hot. It's humid here in Massachusetts.
Oh,
today.
can I interject one thing before we go? Before the last question, I'm so sorry. What I want to say though is, we just got to do better. And like white folks, that's for you too. Like y'all need to make sure that you are opening spaces, demanding space, taking up space for black folks, and also stepping aside when it comes to curation and art selection.
Damn straight. No, I totally
Things
agree
like
with
that.
Yes,
So like white folks, please help us do the work.
And
That's
here,
it.
guys. We gotta do our part.
You gotta do your part.
Hell yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't be me if I didn't say that.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna end it on my final question. I always ask everybody, and this is my big question. So I'm a bit of a marijuana guy myself.
Yes.
Would you consider yourself a sativa, an indica, or a hybrid?
Okay, so it depends on the mood, and if any of my school kids are watching, I'm gonna plead the fifth. So don't try to like screenshot this and record it or anything.
Hey,
but
never said she used it. It's just what she is.
I'm just saying,
all right?
what's the preference over here? If I had to guess, it depends on like the mood. I feel like each strand does something different. Hybrids sometimes make me a little paranoid, so I kind of stay away from those. Indica is kind of like my upper. So like if I really want to get stuff, I know I saw the eyebrows raised, which is usually the opposite for most people. I know. I told you, Aquarius, Cancer, Aries. Ha, there's that. But the indica really gets me buzzing and like I can do a lot of stuff on it. But like the sativa is like my calm down, my downtime. Like shout out Janae Aiko because I think sativa is her strand too. And she makes beautiful music that I absolutely love. So shout out to her. Sativa.
Huge shout out there. That's been
all
awesome.
Day sativa.
Well, it's been what a pleasure. It's been awesome having you. Amanda Shea.
I'm so blessed
this
to
has been
be
so
up here.
good.
Thanks, y'all.
Everybody tuning in at home. Thank you so much. The snaps have been prevalent here in the studio. So much going on. And so coming up, I gotta do my plugs now.
Yes,
my plugs.
please.
So coming up, we got the 4th of July. I don't think we're really gonna be around. I think everybody's got a little bit of plans. We're doing our thing, our plans thing here. But July 11th, very excited about this. Colleen Green is coming by the studio. We're so excited to have her by. So tune in. We got plenty more to announce coming up. Yeah, keep it planted, keep it locked. And Amanda Shea, thank you one more time so much again.
Thank you for having
You
me.
rule. Hell
Thank
yeah.
you guys.
Thanks, guys. Take it easy.